The greatest concern is caused by the escalation of military tensions around Iran, which threatens to further undermine regional and global security. Russia has strongly condemned the United States' missile and bomb strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities, which were carried out following Israel's unprovoked attack on the Islamic Republic. This is a blatant disregard for international law, the UN Charter, and Security Council resolutions, and it poses the gravest risks to the non-proliferation regime for weapons of mass destruction. That is why we consistently call for an end to the aggression and urge that all necessary steps be taken to return the situation around Iran to a political and diplomatic track. There are now signs that the realization of this undeniable fact is gradually dawning on other countries as well, including the direct participants in the current situation. Russia's specific proposals on how to ensure not only de-escalation, but also a reliable long-term settlement were previously conveyed to the United States, Israel, and Iran. We remain ready for practical discussions of these proposals, as well as for dialogue with our colleagues involved in various conflicts on all other issues. It has already become almost commonplace to talk about the possibility of a third world war. And this is especially sad in a situation where revanchist, aggressive, and militant sentiments are once again fully resurging in Europe, as if two world wars, not to mention the less significant conflicts of previous centuries, were not enough for the leaders of today's European Union. And yet, there are also positive trends, including the realism and common sense that the Donald Trump administration declares as the basic principles of its foreign policy, as well as its reliance on the national interests of the United States, while openly recognizing the national interests of other countries. This is a very important statement, which fundamentally distinguishes, in the context of presenting a conceptual vision for the development of the world, fundamentally distinguishes the Trump administration from the previous Biden administration, which was entirely absorbed in its own neoliberal hegemonic plans. These root causes, without addressing them, nothing will work. Because take, for example, the laws in Ukraine that ban and eradicate Russian language education at all levels. They started with higher education and then moved on to elementary schools. The ban on mass media in Russian, the ban on Russian culture. You won't find any Russian books in libraries now. They were thrown out of there, just like during the rampant fascism in Germany. Only in Germany, books were burned, but Ukrainians are a rather peculiar people. They turn them in for recycling and even get money for it. They are tearing down monuments, including the monument to the foundress of Odessa, Catherine the Great. Yesterday, there were, above all, some encouraging statements, including from Washington, Tehran, and Israel, although later on, rather ambiguous comments were made. Well, I don't want to mistake wishful thinking for reality, because there were contradictory comments from different sides following these encouraging statements. But if these potential developments do indeed materialize, and we are fully prepared and truly ready to actively help make that happen, I genuinely believe that everyone involved will collectively breathe a profound sigh of relief, because this incredibly bloody and utterly destructive story, with all its tragic consequences, simply does not contribute in any positive way to the normal, peaceful, and prosperous development of the diverse peoples residing in this particular and vital part of the world.